We're figuring it out, y'all.
Yes.
So yeah. So let's get into final thoughts. I'll start with you, Shalay. Go
Yeah.
ahead and how do you? First of all, I guess the question is, this young man, this young gentleman said that we are basically being told one story when another thing is happening. Like, how
Mhm.
do you personally, and how would you tell other people how to stay sane during a time when it's like
Mm.
it is, but it's not. Gases are up. Just living in all the chaos. Like, how do you manage the chaos of, everything happening and all the
Yes.
narratives being spent?
I'm gonna be honestly, it's been a struggle these past 2 months, and the news cycle and everything that is really going on, like the lies and the stuff that's really happening. It has definitely weighed on me to where I can feel cortisol in my body sometimes.
Mhm.
And sometimes I have to unplug from it and just be like, I can't deal with this today. I can't watch it today. I cannot scroll today for my mental sanity. I think that one thing that will help us all if we really, really embody this is to just know that we are all in this together. I'm talking about black, white, brown, poor, rich, whatever. We're all in this together. We on this blue marble, this planet. We're all in this together. And if we don't figure it out, it's going to affect all of us. Um, I think we should garden, walk, and scale back. Like that should be a t-shirt. Garden, walk, and scale back. And I definitely want to practice what I'm preaching. So I'm gonna try to get going with my garden. But even as entrepreneurs, right, it still affects us because we think that in entrepreneurship is wonderful, but also we still depend on clients who have money to pay us for the service that we're
Mhm.
offering. So even if you're an entrepreneur, if you don't have the mentality, if we don't get the mentality of we're all in this together, we all suffer because
Yeah.
you can have a business with no clients and then you have no money either. So
Mhm.
whether it's a 9 to 5 entrepreneur, we are all in this together, and that's what we should be embodying every day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Where can
Shalay.
we find you? Yeah. Where can we find you?
I'm Shalay Camillo. I'm in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm CEO of Vital Source Realty here in Boston, Massachusetts, but I can help you buy or sell real estate anywhere in the United States or Canada. And I would love to help anyone in our family. So you can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Shalay Camillo. And you can also visit my website at vitalsourcerealty.com.
Make sure you go to vitalsourcerealty.com, y'all.
Yes.
Okay, Aisha, same question for you. How are you staying sane? But also, like, what would you recommend just as a financial expert? And how do we stay financially sane? So, Shalay told us how to stay sane mentally, to, scale back, garden, all the things. But how do we financially stay sane?
Financially stay sane by just really being proactive. Go back to the basics. That never changes. The same advice 20 years ago is still the same today, which is again living below your means. Because if we just look back even a few months last year, it was about the tariffs. So we know that these narratives never change. Doesn't matter who is in office. There's always going to be something that makes the market go crazy, make the price of food go high, or the price of gasoline. If it's not this, is that. It's always going to be that, right? So we already established that. So then the next thing for us to do is just to keep ourselves sane by they say the greatest invention is the knob that turns that invention off. There's a knob that turns it off. Unplug, focus on the basics. Basics meaning if you are earning money, live below your means, try to create an emergency fund. An emergency fund really is just a buffer. It's a buffer if the price of something goes up, you can afford it instead of you suffering. That is what that emergency fund does for you. So while you have the opportunity, things you have what you need, don't use that time to buy more. Instead, have a nest egg. That way, whatever happens, you're able to mitigate that. Because inflation and cost of living is real. As a
Mhm.
professional, when I talk to a client, I help them think about not just today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, the cost of your bread is going to change. Gas is going to change. So the goal is to make sure that you are covered. So
Mhm.
think about those basic things. Save your money. Don't overspend if you don't need to overspend, and keep that emergency fund, which we always underrate, is so important. Because if you had an emergency fund now, the price of gas is fine, you just adjust and keep going, and then fill it back again as time goes back to. So you're not constantly feeling this stretch of, oh my gosh, I'm going to go crazy. That would be my advice.